Remember the time when flying was seen as a luxury? Buying that one flight ticket and traveling by air was a dream for many. This has changed. Today, with affordable ticket prices and increased connectivity on various routes, people are flying more than ever before. Besides the increase in number of flyers, India's civil aviation has also provided employment to engineers, trained technicians, and airline service staff. Now, this is not something that took place overnight. Over the years, the Indian government's focus on the aviation sector led to increased connectivity via flights throughout the country. The civil aviation industry in India has emerged as one of the fastest growing industries in the country during the last 3 years and can be broadly classified into scheduled air transport service, which includes domestic and international airlines, non-scheduled air transport service, which consists of charter operators and air taxi operators, air cargo service, which includes air transportation of cargo and mail. Domestic traffic contributes around 69% of the total airline traffic in South Asia, and India's airport capacity is expected to handle 1 billion trips annually by 2023. Currently, India is the 7th largest civil aviation market in the world and is expected to become the 3rd largest civil aviation market within the next 10 years. India has become the 3rd largest domestic aviation market in the world and is expected to overtake the UK to become the 3rd largest air passenger market by 2024. Indigo is the largest airline company in India with the highest market share. Now let's take a look at government initiatives that have catapulted India's growth in the aviation sector. India's aviation industry is largely untapped and huge growth opportunities, considering that air transport is still expensive for the majority of the country's population, of which nearly 40% is the upwardly mobile middle class. The government of India has taken many initiatives for the aviation sector in large and domestic aviation in particular. For instance, take the Udan scheme. Udan, which stands for Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, was launched by the Indian government in 2016 to make air travel affordable and accessible to the common man in India. In the last 9 years, the scheme significantly connected unserved and underserved airports in the country by offering subsidies to airlines and capping airfares on certain routes. Udan has led to the expansion of the domestic aviation network in India, with several smaller airports being connected to major cities. The scheme has also led to increased competition in the sector, with new players entering the market and existing airlines expanding their operations. This has led to a reduction in airfares on certain routes, making air travel more affordable for the common man. Besides this, it has also led to the development of airport infrastructure in smaller cities, which has boosted economic growth and created employment opportunities. Under the Udan scheme, 459 routes involving 73 airports, including 9 heliports and 2 water aerodromes, have been operationalized by January 2023. Over 1.13 crore passengers have travelled in more than 2.16 lakh Udan flights. Furthermore, the government has planned to develop 100 airports by 2024 to support Udan scheme and operationalize 1,000 Udan routes during the currency of the scheme. Udan RCS scheme has been launched by the government, which aims to increase air connectivity by providing affordable, economically viable and profitable travel on regional routes. The aim is to reduce queues at each touchpoint, thereby improving turnaround time. If we take a look at the overall picture, in India until 2014, there were just 74 airports. The efforts by the Indian government since 2014 led to an addition of 74 more airports in India by 2023, taking the total number of airports in India to 148 till February 2023. In 2022, airport infrastructure in India grew magnanimously. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Mopa International Airport in Goa on 11th December 2022. He also inaugurated Terminal 2 of Kempegowda International Airport, constructed at a cost of Rs 5,000 crore, and it is spread over 2,55,000 square meters and it can cater to 25 million passengers annually. In October 2022, Prime Minister Modi laid the foundation stone of C-295 aircraft manufacturing facility in Vadodara, Gujarat. To facilitate ease of travel via air, Union Minister for Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia launched Digi Yatra to achieve contactless, seamless processing of passengers at airports based on facial recognition technology. For a better execution of the PM Gati Shakti vision, Jyotiraditya Scindia called for synergy between the central and state governments to build 16 new airports in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Maharashtra. Furthermore, the Ministry of Civil Aviation announced that airlines can operate domestic flights without any capacity restriction effective from October 18, 2021. Not just air travel for passengers, the Government of India has also planned for other sectors to benefit via aviation. Ministry of Civil Aviation launched the Krishi Udan 2.0 scheme in October 2021 that proposes assistance and incentive for movement of agri-produce by air transportation. The Krishi Udan 2.0 will be implemented at 53 airports across the country, largely focusing on northeast and tribal regions, and is expected to benefit farmers, freight forwarders and airlines. 8 new flying academies across Belagavi and Kalaburgi in Karnataka, Jalgaon in Maharashtra, Khajuraho in Madhya Pradesh and Lilabadi in Assam are coming up. The government is planning to start 14 more water aerodromes across the country after the successful launch of seaplane service between the Statue of Unity near Kevadia in Gujarat's Narmada district and Sabarmati riverfront in Ahmedabad in October 2020. There has been a significant increase in domestic air travelers post-COVID. India has surpassed the pre-COVID figures of domestic air travels. Prior to COVID, the average daily domestic passenger number was 3.9 lakh. Post the pandemic, domestic airlines carried nearly 4.45 lakh passengers. This is yet another milestone and indicates the growth in the domestic aviation sector. Clearly, as you saw throughout this video, India's aviation sector is one of the fastest growing and best performing sectors in the country. The efforts made by the Indian government have ensured a rapid increase in faster travel options for people in the country. Connectivity has increased tremendously, connecting even the remotest corners of the country, not just by land but also by air. India is now flying. So that was all in this episode of NIJ Explained. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, this is Richa Dwivedi signing off. Dhanyavad and Namaste.